Von Musser, CEO of the Von Musser Real Estate Group, and I'd like to welcome you back to segment number 5 of our Short Sale Success Series. This is another commonly asked question, and that's really about the timelines involved. And I'll go ahead and start from the section of, let's say that you missed a payment today, your first payment. What can you expect and what's going to happen? Is the sheriff going to knock at my door tomorrow? And the answer to that is no. What we're seeing in today's market, if you miss a payment today, within several days you will start to get calls from the bank asking for their money to make sure everything's okay. And that's the first step that the banks are going to respond, is they usually respond over the phone and start asking you questions. Hey, have you looked at a loan modification? How can we help? You're a valued customer. And that's really where they start, but they will call, and they will call consistently. The next step is they start with a series of letters. Each letter will progress and become more and more disheartening, we'll say. At first, they'll begin with the letter series that says, hey, you're a valued customer, give us a call, let's work and see if we can't find a solution. Then that will come up again later and later to the point where finally it says we're going to have to take you to court, we're going to have to sue, we're going to have to get our money back. And that's the extent. Now, after 90 days, usually, banks can start this process as early as 14 days after your first missed payment. But as a rule, we usually see it right around the 90-day mark. 90 days after you miss the first payment, banks begin the foreclosure process to get their money back and get the property or the asset back in their control. That's through the foreclosure process, and the first legal step on that is the notice of default. So what they will do is they will post it on your front door. It's called a notice of default, and it begins the 90-day publication period, at which time they broadcast to everybody that this home is in the foreclosure process. That also begins the 90-day redemption process for the seller, meaning as a seller you would have approximately 90 days to come current on that loan and pay back what you're owing the bank. Now after that, 90 days after they file the notice of default, they will file what's called a notice of trustee sale. This is the end of the publication period and notification period. At this point, it's a 3-week notice where they post it on the door as well. 3 weeks later, they will have the trustee sale, in which case they sell the home or they take the home back. So those are your timelines. Now, at any time, the reason it's important is the farther they get into that process, the harder and harder it gets to do a short sale. I know several top short sale agents around the country that I network with. They will not even take a short sale if they've already published the notice of trustee sale, because it's too much pressure and not enough time to really get this done. We want to have as much time as possible during that process as soon as you can, so that we have the best chance to help you avoid foreclosure. Now, there's also scuttlebutt or rumor out there that now the banks have changed the rule, and I've seen, I haven't been able to confirm it, but 85 days after the notice of default, I'm seeing that banks can actually have the sale. So it looks like we might have lost, probably a month worth of time. So more now than ever, it's imperative, if you're behind on payments, you're considering a short sale, that you pick up the phone and call. Because the one thing we do not have is time. That is the big enemy. We can get these approved, but if we don't have time, our hands are tied. So pick up the phone, give us a call, and let's go ahead and see if we can't help you out of a tough situation. Thanks so much for watching this segment. You have a great day.